John, is there still a dispute as to the amount of child support to be awarded in this case?
Yes, now that it's been set for one child instead of two. And I didn't have my dental credits or vision credits on there for that I pay for the year,
What do you mean credits?
or that I pay out of pocket for them. Sorry.
Okay. You're not talking about dental or vision insurance, right?
Yes, dental vision for the child support paperwork.
Okay. Have you provided documentation of those amounts?
Uh, I have the deductible from my check and how much it is per year, but I haven't provided it, I guess.
Okay. Then it always begs the question, does it reflect specifically how much the premium is to cover the child?
Yeah, my premium is 1,310 a year for dental, and then 477 a year for vision.
And who's covered by that?
Rachel and Rebecca both.
Okay. Peggy, have you submitted a new child support worksheet?
Yes, I submitted two as since our initial hearing, one of the children has moved out. She took minimal belongings. All of her belongings are still at my home. She's still using my address for her vehicle and other things. And if this would have been settled with the first hearing, I wouldn't have had to submit two because I still would have had custody of both. So I've submitted both for you to look at, judge, and make a determination. I still have continued to pay for education expenses, clothing expenses, and everything for our oldest daughter, with her anticipated graduation date being May of 2026.
Okay, and how old is she right now?
She turned 18 in May, but she was held back a year in first grade, which we were married at the time and made that joint decision together.
Okay.
And then I updated the worksheets because JC reported 80,000 annual income and he's closer to 105. So even at the end of the call last time, he did not report accurate income. I'm sure if he's making over six figures, he was well aware of that.
When did the eldest daughter move out?
June 25th, which the continuation was ordered due to him wanting to seek an attorney, which he hadn't done.
The reason I was seeking an attorney was for the her being 18 and stuff, and then she moved out, so there is no reason for it now that it's been adjusted.
All right, Peggy, the worksheet that you're submitting on a single child calls for $1,235 a month.
Correct.
It doesn't include any health insurance deductions for the father.
He never provided that like he shared.
I just got insurance on that's $498 a month.
I do have them 100% of the time, Judge. I do have Rebecca 100% of the time. Her next visit is not scheduled with John. He has only had one visit with her since he moved to Oklahoma. And so he went from 35% visitation to now very rare and infrequent, if even monthly.
It's not part of that. This is child support. You know what I mean?
I would agree. Well, you gave some numbers regarding dental and vision insurance earlier that don't reconcile with what you just said, John. What we need to determine is what child-related health and dental insurance premium do you pay?
Every week, every 2 weeks out of my check for them. I pay $18.35 for vision every 2 weeks for both girls out of my check, and $54.92 every 2 weeks out of my check. And every 2 weeks I pay $498.50 to cover Rachel and Rebecca on health insurance.
You get yours free?
Mine is through my employer they pay a little bit more, so I had to buy private insurance to cover them because it was going to be too expensive for me, sir. It was like $1,200 a month. So I was able to find it cheaper, but it's better coverage.
All right. On a single child worksheet, you wouldn't be entitled to claim 100% of the child related premiums. You'd only be able to include 50%.
Okay.
And that is for the minor child covered by the child support order.
Good.
Well, though I highly encourage you to continue to cover it for your 18-year-old who's now moved out.
Correct.
She's not part of the child support equation at this point. So only 50% of the child related premium. And if you're if you're saying that you're not covered by any of these premiums that you've just recited to the court?
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay.
The dental.
Well, the dental and eye, sorry. The dental and eye I'm covered by. Sorry, the medical I'm covered through my work, through their medical. This one I had to buy outside private insurance.
All right, then only 1/3 of the vision and dental would be covered under the child support worksheet.
That's fine.
These might be family plans, actually, Judge, so they might be even distributed even more with other children involved.
No, they're all family plan. It's one fee for a family.
All right. Well, you're certainly entitled to consideration on the worksheet for those premiums. The guidelines specifically call for that, but there's no other dispute regarding the numbers she used in her most recent worksheet.
The tax credit, what's that? I haven't ever had a tax credit during the whole time I've paid child support because she would never let me claim them because she would claim them.
There's no consideration due to our annual income, Judge.
And she never gave me the option for her to do it 1 year and I do it 1 year or nothing. She just did it. And she always claimed both of them for the whole times I've been paying child support except for the last year.
Was that part just okay? I see. No credit was given under income tax considerations. Generally speaking, if one parent claims the dependency benefits for the child each and every year, there's an adjustment given on child support, but that's not factored in here.
Right.
So from what I understand from taxes as well, Judge, is that due to both of our annual incomes exceeding, there's nowhere on the taxes that they allow us to capture that because of our annual income. So I did not mark it. I marked it as a no. If we had a lower income, we would get a $2,000 credit.
It's clear we still don't have a worksheet before the court that takes into account all factors. How did you compute child support here, Peggy?
I followed the forms that were provided. I put in our income and made notations. once I received his W-2 and used my income as well.
Hmm.
He never, like I said, he did not provide insurance information timely. He's extended this. I also believe I have in writing that I'm allowed to claim the kids for taxes as well, but I'm looking for that now. And like I said, I do have them for nearly, or Rebecca, 100% of the time. I pay all tuition, clothing, sporting costs, equipment.
And the issue isn't really whether you're entitled to claim those benefits. You are. The question is he entitled to a child support credit because of it?
According
You say he
to
doesn't, but
according to the income guidelines that I followed, it was a no. Was what I was supposed to put in that blank. If you think there's a fair amount, I would happily adjust it and resubmit it with the tax information as well, if that's provided to me. Other than verbally, I would like to see it.
all right, John, let me review. I think you said that your annual premium for dental and vision was 1310 plus 477,
That is correct, sir.
$1,787 a year,
That is correct. For dental and vision.
with 1/3 of that being allowable.
And then
Come up to 596.
does that also include the health insurance?
No,
Uh,
the monthly amount appears to be $50 a month on dental and vision.
okay.
And I'm presuming that you're going to provide documentation to Peggy on this, but you pay $498.50 a month for health insurance for the two girls?
Yes.
Plus his
And-
wife.
Yeah. So that would be a third.
Okay, and why a third?
So between three people, the premiums covering three people because one of them is Rachel, one is my wife, and one is Rebecca.
Okay, understood. Was she covered by the vision and dental also?
Who?
Your wife?
Yes. So
Okay.
that's why you thirded those. That's why we've got the others on thirds or fourths. I guess it'd be fourth.
Well, it'd be a fourth. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you're correct, sir.
Are there any other dependents on any of these insurances?
No.
You'll provide evidence of that.
Yes. I can go right here to my Paycor and show you my dependents. I'll send it over.
Medical probably is not.
No, it's a different one. I'll have to get a different login for that. Well, Peggy will because it's, or Kelsey will, it's her policy.
Looks like that the dental and vision monthly credit would be $37 a month for the remaining child.
Okay.
And it looks like $166 a month of the health insurance premium would be attributable to this child.
Okay.
So the total insurance deductions or credit that'd be put in the appropriate line would be 203,
That's okay.
166 plus 37.
Yep.
Since normally the computation is done after input into a computerized program, I'm not in any position to say that he's not entitled to an income tax considerations. The information is generally plugged into the formula, and then it determines whether he's entitled to further income tax consideration credit.
Which it auto-filled no. I used, if you can see the multiple pages, I used the appropriate forms and calculations that are required in order to complete these worksheets. There's about 8 pages there.
Well, you just say income tax consideration adjustment, no. That's what it looks like.
Yes, but it fills the sheet from the data that's put in the other 6 to 8 pages.
All right. That appears to be the case. Court is not inclined to order further adjustment, but there still needs to be an adjustment to the worksheet to allow for the $203 a month premium credit that John is entitled to.
I will correct it and send it to Mandy if that's acceptable.
And as far as the order, are you going to draft the order?
If that's what you need me to do.
Yeah, well, you're the petitioning party.
Okay. And then this goes back to June 1 is what you stated from the last hearing.
That's correct.
Okay.
June 1st. So if I've already paid anything for June, it'll be on top of what you say.
But it'll be the difference between what you paid
Okay.
for the previous order and what this new order determines.
Okay.
You'd have to make up the difference for June.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
All right, Peggy, I think you understand what you need to do. You need to draft an order which implements a new child support amount as of June 1st with an adjusted child support worksheet attached.
Yes.
Okay. And since John participated, John, you may not agree with everything. That's not the point. But if the order that Peggy drafts and sends to you matches what I ordered, agree with it or not, then you should approve it.
Okay,
So
sir.
that it can get on file and we can get this matter settled.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right, Peggy, do you have anything else that you need to address the court about or get further clarification on?
Just that he would send the insurance information for medical, dental, and vision.
Yeah, and John, you've got Peggy's email address?
Yes, I got it. I got my dental and vision pulled up here. I'll
Okay.
have to get the other and I'll get it sent to her.
Yes, please do. I think it's important for her to be able to verify these numbers that you've related to the court. And they seem to be very precise. I have no doubt that they're correct, but she needs to see documentation of it.
I understand, sir.
All right.
That's all I have, Judge. Thank
Very
you.
well. John, anything further at this time?
No, sir. Thank you for your time.
Very well. Then the Hackett matter at this time will currently be in recess. Mandy, you may end the meeting for all at this time. Have a good day, folks.
Thank you.
Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns.